red lips. Long black hair, pale skin, red lips. In Constanza of 19th, people wore pyramid blue jeans. They were very proud of it. In Constanza of 19th, there were still cinemas and bookstores. In Constanza of 19th, I was ashamed to dance because I was a rocker. In Constanza of 19th, from the window, I had the sea view. I don't miss it. In Constanza of 19th, I believed in love. I don't miss it. In Constanza of 19th, if the hand jobs don't count, I was still a virgin. Carmen, Constanza, 96. I met Carmen at a party. For me it was love at first sight. It was real love. We went out together. She was strange. She had a lot of taboos. One, she never called me. Two, she refused to go to my house or to bars, even to have a Coke or a coffee. So we walked a lot. Three, she believed in magic, amulets, in signs, in premonitions, all that crap. Four, she lived with her mother and fanatical religious grandmother. 3 women without a man. 5. 6. She never touched a man. Enough facts to fall so in love with her. Long black hair, pale skin, red lips. And after some time we were a couple. It took a while to come into my place. To go into her house it was impossible, because there were only women allowed. 3 women without a man. So, cotton, thick, white panties. That's what is called finette, anti-sex panties from a material that totally below. But I got over it. Because long black hair, pale skin, red lips, Carmen, Constanza, 96. We tried hard, especially me. One day after she spent the night in my house like a rebellion against mother, when she came back at home she found that her grandmother died. No more old Russian church songs, no more preaching, no more burning candles, no more heavy food and Bible readings, no more interdictions. That's what I thought. Just 2 women without a man. But after the funeral, our relationship didn't evolve. We tried hard. We tried hard for almost a year. No gain, just pain. Rejection. I left my faculty just to be colleague with she. Journalism and philosophy. I was so in love. I wanted her badly. I wanted her. She wanted me, but we didn't make love. She was too afraid to do it. Religious education, fatherless childhood, grandmother's remembrance, fear, pain, blood. No blood for me. I was afraid to do something that hurts someone I love. In Constanza of 90s, my wildest dream was to be completely dressed in blue jeans, shoes, pants, shirt, jacket, cap, and I got them. But times were changing. My next wildest dream was to make love with long black hair, pale skin, red lips. It was so frustrating, and more than this, it was sad. I was the saddest boy alive. Every meeting meant a rejection. Rejection with Carmen in Constanza in 96. It was so frustrating to love someone for the first time in my life and to be loved and not to make love. Of course I did everything else, masturbation, oral stuff, some anal fingering, but it was far away from happiness. I had the heaviest balls in Constanza of 90s. And even now, if there's something that really makes me angry about women, something that makes me intolerant, it's someone who starts to tease me and then stops. Someone who just plays in games. My old state of rejection reappears. And I reject back. Because of dark hair, pale skin, red lips. Carmen, Constanza, 96.
Don't you start if you will start. Don't play the game of fooling around, oh no. I wanna get out. It's the same old story going on and on. It makes me feel down when girls are control, oh yeah. And this is wrong. I feel I'm watching a reality show. Dangerous, 'cause you don't know what you want. Never think about. So let's get out and have a cup of coffee, or let's have a decent fun. But if you want, keep passing me again. Please leave and never come back, alright? I don't need another glove. You remind me my very first love, who never. I made love. 'Cause I love her so, I don't love you. You're in my life just like a flu. After all this shit that I've been through, I give up. So stop.
Everything moved to Bucharest. I left Constanza. Carmen stayed. A woman without a man without a woman. Meanwhile, I had my first sexual intercourse, and Carmen had nothing to do with it. I was at a party and Carmen wanted to leave. I drove her home. I don't drive, but it sounds good in English. And I came back to the party. Later, a girl that I talked to asked me something. The music was too loud, so I didn't hear the shit. I asked her to repeat, and this is what she did with perished voice. You wanna make love? Guess what I said? After I left Constanza, Carmen went into another relationship for 2 years with a nice guy. After these 2 years, she was still a virgin. She lost her precious gift after one night stand with a boy who played guitar. That was happening in Constanza of 90s, with black long hair, pale skin, red lips.